We have yet another Trump appointee who sadly, well, I guess sadly for him, good for the country, is resigning from his job. This time because of the revelation that he was posting crazy birther nonsense to his Facebook page. Todd Johnson is his name. He ran New Mexico for the Trump campaign back in 2016. He got a job at the Department of Defense last year. That already is kind of weird. He was hired at the GS-14 pay level, which is usually for quite senior civil service positions. We don't know why Johnson was hired at that level. But in any case, CNN started looking into this guy, and they found that he had posted a whole bunch of birther conspiracies about Barack Obama. He shared videos that claimed Barack Obama was the Antichrist to his Facebook page. And yet again, we are a laughingstock, right? Johnson was working alongside the Defense Secretary, Jim Mattis. He would travel with Mattis. This is not, once again, I'm using this term, Johnson was not some coffee boy. He was a GS-14 Department of Defense employee working directly with the Secretary of Defense, Jim Mattis. And some of the videos that Johnson shared to Facebook include one called Michelle Obama Admits Barack Obama's Home Country is Kenya. A friend of Johnson's commented that Obama, being a Muslim, makes him crazy, to which Johnson replied, yes, sir. And Johnson also shared a story that joked about Obama being murdered after a crash of Air Force One in rural Kentucky. Why are there different standards for different people? So Todd Johnson has been forced to resign because he was parroting birther nonsense on Facebook. Wasn't Trump kind of the birther in chief? Trump made birther statements and was elected president. And Johnson posted some stuff to Facebook and he's forced to resign. A birther resigned from the Department of Defense, but the de facto public leader of the birther movement is the president of the United States. Trump bragged about sexually assaulting women, and he was elected president. Billy Bush laughed about it in the same recording and lost his job at Access Hollywood. Trump slammed Hillary Clinton for her handling of sensitive information as a reason she shouldn't be elected president. And then Trump gives away secrets from an ally to Russian spies in the Oval Office, and the committed Trumpists still defend the guy. And for those who are saying, well, listen, Trump doesn't believe the birther stuff anymore, it's not what it appears to be. At the end of 2017, I told you, this was only 5 months ago, that it was widely reported that Trump privately was still saying he's not sure about the legitimacy of Obama's infamous long-form birth certificate. And we found out about it because some of the people in the room were so distraught over the fact that Trump was still talking about this that they felt it necessary to leak word of those conversations to the media. Now, I genuinely don't know why Todd Johnson has had to resign, because there's no evidence that this is a disqualifier. There's no evidence that being a birther makes any difference when the president believed that stuff and was still elected. I just don't get it. Just different standards, I guess.
Well, maybe it's because Todd Johnson joked about the president getting killed, the president being Obama, of course, and that Obama was the Antichrist. I mean, that seems to me like it's clearly hyperbole, whereas the birtherism stuff was a conspiracy theory for sure, but still somewhat mainstream if people like Trump are going to support it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a distinction, but it's not really a difference. And, we're not going to dig into the birther stuff anymore, but I still don't get why it even matters where Obama was born, since his mom was unquestionably American. Like whether Obama was born in London or Indonesia or Kenya or wherever, the birthers are still wrong in principle on the entire thing. But I think at this point, the ship has sailed.